Next up, Vicky's behind the wheel of a new Bentley to find out if he can finally combine luxury, performance and effortless ground-covering ability in one package.
This is the new Continental GT. Take note of those two little letters on the end because they're quite important.
GT means Grand Tourer or Gran Turismo if you're Italian, which clearly I am not. And the Italians pretty much invented the GT class. Cars that handled better and were faster than saloon cars and yet were more comfortable than sports cars. They were machines you could use effortlessly to blast down to the south of France in comfort and luxury and then hoon around the mountains once you got there.
In the 1950s and 60s, Ferrari, Aston Martin and indeed Bentley were all busy making successful GTs. But eventually Bentley's sporty coupes all but disappeared as they focused less on performance and more on luxury. Fast forward to 2003, new owners VW gave Bentley the green light to start building GTs again in the shape of the Continental GT.
It was a huge success, particularly with footballers. Yes, it could carry you and your luggage with elegant ease, but it was based on Volkswagen's undynamic Phaeton. So, although it looked like a Bentley, underneath it was just a fast Passat.
Consequently, corners were not its forte. Less than ideal for a car sold on sporty credentials.
However, the signs are looking good for the new Continental GT. Bentley is still owned by Volkswagen, but this time around there was a co-development with the Porsche Panamera and Bentley engineers were involved from the off.
This is the result of that dream design team. The exterior is sleek and sophisticated, with elegant lines that hark back to the original Continental of the 1950s. And the interior is pretty special too. Inside there is a feast for your senses. There's leather, wood and lots of shiny silver bits everywhere. This is a diamond knurled finish and it is incredibly tactile, but, dare I say it, a little bit tacky. This is the biggest touchscreen that Bentley has ever produced and it does the coolest thing, and this is what you will be showing your friends when they come into the car. It's so James Bond. And then at the end of the day, magic.
On the road, the Continental is more of a cruiser, but you could sit here for days on end and emerge totally unruffled. The seats cool you, they heat you, they massage you. What more do you want?
This Bentley also has a rather nice sound system, courtesy of top British hi-fi makers Name, but it is a pricey option at £6,500. Like most GTs, the Conti GT is a 2+2, so the rear seats are fine for kids and hat boxes, but forget about taking 4 adults on a blast through Europe. So we know Bentley can do the luxury part of a GT.
But, and this is a really big but, has it nailed the other side of the GT coin?
I want to find out if it can turn into a proper sports car when you need it to. And I know just the place to test it.
Under the bonnet is the same 6-litre W12 engine as before, but it's been reworked to give you more power. 626 bhp now. 0 to 62 comes up in 3.7 seconds, which is pretty impressive. Yes, this car has been slimmed down from the previous Continental, and the power-to-weight ratio, therefore, is slightly better, but it's not supercar status statistics. There's an 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox which works incredibly quickly, so one gear is ready for you almost before you need it. It has electromechanical variable anti-roll bars and a 3-chamber air suspension system, and it works incredibly well. Bentley says that that gives this car the comfort of an S-Class, yet the agility of a 911. Now, I agree with the first part, it is incredibly smooth. However, this still feels like a big, weighty beast. There's a torque varying four-wheel drive system that sends most of the grunt to the rear wheels, but it still doesn't behave like a true rear-wheel drive sports car because of its sheer size. And when it comes to braking, you can really feel that it weighs almost 2.5 tons. Oh, brake. Whoa, Tiger. Bentley has done a fantastic job in improving the handling of the Continental, but it is still no Porsche 911 on the track.
So, whilst this new Continental GT has made a big step forward, there are more thrilling cars I'd rather spend my money on and time in.